Hello everybody, I am Crystal Clear 101 and this is going to be a model review. Hello, I am Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to the channel. I have something right here that is brand new. It has me really stoked. I figured I'd go ahead and get a video out on it. Now, just so you know, I've been making models for a little over 20 years. Yeah, a little over 20 years. And for at least 14 of them, I've been hoping I would one day see Halo model kits. Well, I am now proud to say that Revell has the license to actually make the Halo model kits. I'm assuming they have the license, considering this is one of 2 SnapTite model kits that they have released. And this is the Halo UNSC Pelican Dropship. Now, this was released in late 2017. This is available in most hobby shops, and the suggested retail, at least in my example, was $29.99. Now, before I go any further, let's go ahead and take a look at what the packaging for this model looks like. Here is the front of the packaging. Now, in the very top of the box, we have the Halo logo and the Revell company logo. Now, along center left, we have the age recommendation that has light and sounds and includes 2 pilots. The bottom left says a SnapTite kit and the name of the kit. Bottom center, we have the fact that it has one snap together action model kit. The bottom right kit has the Halo 5 version of the Master Chief. And along the center, we have a look at what the Pelican itself looks like. Now, this shot right here is on all sides of the packaging, with the exception of the very bottom, which is completely different. And right here, it does mention that it is a 1:100 scale model. Now, as far as the reverse side of this packaging is concerned, the very top, we have the Halo logo, the name of the ship, and the Revell company logo. Also, one snap-together action model kit. And right here, it lists some of the various features, like in-game sounds, 2 UNSC Spartans, the name of the characters. The fact it has a light-up cockpit and thrusters, other various features of the model, and also says collect the model, the only other model available, which is the Warthog. Also, a full shot of the model itself. And with that being done, that is it for the packaging for this model. And now let's get a quick 360 at the model itself. Now, just so you know, I have a little hobby shop near where I live, and they carry all sorts of models in there. The main thing they carry I really like are mobile suit model kits. Yes, I love Gundams, Zaku's, Goofs, Doms, Gelgoobs, mobile suits in general. I just love mobile suits. I went in there with the intention of picking up a EZ8, and I made the mistake of taking a final look, and lo and behold, I came across this Pelican Dropship. I got so excited, I put back a Master Grade EZ8 and picked this up instead. And this has me so stoked. I mean, it's a Halo model kit. This has me so excited. Now, the great thing, it is not listed anywhere on the packaging, but on the retail sticker, which you saw for the packaging, and from what I've researched, this is a 1:100 scale Pelican. Specifically, this is the D79H-TC variant. HTC being Heavy Troop Carrier. This is the variant that's used in Halo 4 and Halo 5 Guardians. Now, considering that it's got the Master Chief and Linda, I'm assuming this is supposed to be off of Halo 5 Guardians. Now, I couldn't find any specs on the D79 as far as the dimensions are concerned. However, I did look up one of the previous models, in this case the standard D77, the variant used in Halo Combat Evolved. And with that variant, just going off of that, I know they're two totally separate models, but they should be about the same dimensions. And the D77 itself was about 100 feet long, 82 feet wide, and approximately 32 feet high. Now, where to put that in to scale as far as a model is concerned, that would make this right at a foot long, approximately 10 inches wide, and roughly about 4 inches high or so. Now, just to give an idea as far as just the height is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and bring in a Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper. As you can see, the fin comes up to about his shoulder, so this puts it at about 5 inches. But as far as what I like and what I don't like, let me go ahead and start off with what I do like. This is an affordable model. Granted, it's a SnapTite. It's the fact that it is an actual licensed Halo model kit. And even though I am not the biggest fan of the D79, the 343 Industries variant of the Pelican Dropship, the post-Human Covenant War variant, it's still a Pelican. And, I mean, it's nice to actually have an actual physical representation of that dropship. Because the only other time, as far as all the times that the Pelican has been released, obviously it's been released a few different times in Metablock form. Metablock form, I can think of 1, 2, 3, at least 3 or 4 different times that the Pelican's been released in Metablock form. Outside of Metablocks, only other time I honestly know of is the Dark Horse small-scaled ship version of this, which I do have. I just need to get around and do an actual video on it. But the fact this is 1:100 scale, that makes this really, really cool. As far as what I do like, number one, the fact that it's 1:100 scale, which means that if you have the McFarlane Halo micro op sets, those are 1:100 scale, which means that even though this would be in the wrong time period, you can actually put those alongside this and get an idea of sheer scale. I mean, that is freaking cool. Matter of fact, I figured I'd go ahead and grab a few of those Halo Micro Ops vehicles just to put right next to this as far as scale is concerned. Now, let's see, I've grabbed a Halo Reach Mongoose, M12 Warthog. Now, I've also grabbed the UH-144 Falcon, as well as a Covenant Banshee. And I've reviewed each one of these particular sets right here, and these are all 1:100 scale, which means even though this wouldn't be from the same time frame as these particular versions, you would still put it right next to it and get an idea of sheer scale, just how big this dropship is. That to me is just awesome. I mean, considering that you normally see a Warthog or a Scorpion being carried in the back of one of these. Let me move these real quick. Now, you know, I mean, that just looks cool. To actually get an idea of what a Warthog looks like back here. Even the ramp for this, even though it's not slanted to go all the way down flat, I can still get this mongoose up in here, which I think is so cool. And will it be able to go up into the cargo area? It probably can. I'm just not going to force it. But let me even bring the Banshee in over here. Let's go ahead and just move these real quick. And just get an idea just how small this Banshee is when compared to a Pelican. But the fact they actually made this 1:100 scale, I think that is just so cool. I love that. I really do. Now, aside from that, because this is a SnapTite, this is also listed as an action model kit, which means aside from being a display piece, it can also be played with. Would I personally play with it? No, I wouldn't. However, it's the fact you can do various little things with it. Let me go ahead and see if I can't show the inside of the troop compartment. I'll have to show still images for this part. But it's the fact that this actually has a detailed interior. This actually has individual seats. I think it's got 6 seats, 3 on either side, as well as overhead storage. It's also got just various little detailing that makes me absolutely love this model. Now, aside from that, this ramp does go up. It does close into place. Let me just go ahead and say that when building this model, it did call for this piece to be inserted from the inside. However, I would want to say that either I misread it or that part of the instruction was wrong. You have to insert this piece on the outside, so that way it actually goes up in here. But these also fold up. This does have a retractable nose skid. Now the wings do pivot up and down, like so. Both wings do, as well as these pieces right back here. They can rotate about that much. Even these pieces right down here can be pivoted back and forth. That's these and these. Matter of fact, these right here are actually translucent. These are also a darker, the outer part is a darker shaded gray. And the reason for that is for the light up feature. Now, as far as one of my main complaints I do have is when compared to the Star Wars SnapTite kits, they have at least 3 sounds. That's just my experience with Poe's X-Wing, the Special Forces TIE Fighter, and the Millennium Falcon. They have at least 3 sounds, and they're all completely different sounds. At least one flight sound, a couple of different weapon sounds, which I like. This, on the other hand, is my main complaint. Here's sound number 1. And sound number 2. And that, unfortunately, are the only sounds that are emanated from this model. However, aside from the sounds, it does light up. There's a blue light that's inside the cockpit towards the back. One more time. And these actually have yellow lights right down here. Aside from that, I do like the coloration of this model. For the most part, it is in the correct color scheme. Mainly green, little bit of an orangish yellow going on in various spots, gray. I'll probably end up doing a little customizing on this, make it a little more realistic. This is one of my personal complaints, which is it does have, as you can see, it does have markings. However, there's stickers. I know it's only a SnapTite model kit, but I honestly would have liked to have had actual water decals. And I mean, for the simple fact that each one of these stickers, the item that's on there, as you can see, the background for it is a darker shade green. It's actually an olive drab, and it's a completely different color from the rest of the dropship itself. So, for me, that's actually a little distracting. I mean, the only one that seems to blend a little bit better is this UNSC marking for the top right behind the cockpit. I mean, the UNSC logo does blend a little bit better than up here, or even these markings. But, I mean, my main complaint is the fact that it does have stickers for the markings. I personally would have preferred some water decals, so that way it would actually go on and it wouldn't be distracting. It would not be distracting. If I had any other complaints, I'm honestly trying to think if I actually do really have any other complaints. I think those are really my only real complaints. Actually, I can give another one, which is the simple fact that it's supposed to have the Master Chief and Linda 058. However, as we can see back there is Master Chief. He's molded in green. Let's see. Actually, no, I thought they were the same. What did I? Okay, my mistake. But I do like the fact that it's actually two. I do like the fact that it's actually two separate Spartans that are in there. Like I said, I was honestly trying to think of any other complaints I do have, but I'm actually glad to see that Revell has a license to make these. I'm glad to see they're actually releasing models from the Halo universe. As of this video, I do not have the Warthog. I had enough to actually pick this up, but not the Warthog. But if you guys would like to see the review on the Warthog, be sure to comment down in the comment section right below. Tell me, yes, I'd like to see a review on the Revell SnapTite Warthog, and I'll definitely be sure to make that happen. But again, I'm just real stoked that they actually have the rights to actually release these models. So if you're a Halo fanatic, you've been waiting for an actual model of just frankly anything from the Halo universe, then you're in for a treat. This is actually really nice. This was compared to a Star Wars model, this actually took me a little bit longer. The average Star Wars SnapTite probably takes me about 5-10 minutes max. This one was probably closer to, for me, for about a 20-minute build. But then again, this also did have considerably more parts than most of the Star Wars ones. But still, fun little build, nicely detailed. I just wish it would have had more sounds, and I also wish it would have had water decals instead of stickers. But that's just me. So you love Halo, but you've been wanting the vehicles and model kits. You're in luck. There's this and the Warthog. Again, if you want to see the Warthog, comment down below. I'll make a video on that. I'll make sure it happens. But other than that, this has been my review on the Revell 1:100 scale UNSC Pelican Dropship. Be sure to comment, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.